you're looking for a good Christmas present for a book lover in your life, local author Bruce Coffin is ready to release his latest book called Crimson Thaw.
That'll be the first in a new series featuring Maine State Police Detective Brook Justice. Author Bruce Coffin joins us this morning with more. Bruce, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I love the name right away.
Thank you.
Justice.
Right,
the
yeah.
last name. Hey, first of all, tell us about the book, and not to give away too much, but what it's about.
So really, you're gonna meet Brook Justice for the first time. He's a second-generation Maine State trooper, and he is a homicide detective working in southern Maine, basically major crimes, southern Maine State Police Division, and something bad happens in the opening scene. And as a result of what happens, he is shipped off to northern Maine to work in Major Crimes Unit North. And he's sort of persona non grata with the rest of the state police as a result of this. And so not only is he a fish out of water, but he gets paired up with a brand new detective who has no homicide experience. And his boss tells him she doesn't want him there. And their very first case they work together is a body recovered in Blue Hill, the town of Blue Hill, as the ice is going out. There's a practice dive. State police and wardens are doing a practice scuba dive in the lake, and they recover a body on a handcuff to a snowmobile. And there we go, Crimson Thaw.
Oh my goodness. All right, you've got us hooked.
Yeah.
How do you come up with these characters?
You know, these people, I have no idea where they came up with, how I came up with them. Brook Justice, his new partner, Chloe Wright. My agent got a hold of me and wanted to know if, I said my new publisher, that I'd been doing a co-authored series with Lindy Walker. And they approached her and wanted to know if I'd be interested in writing another procedural series, like the one I did set here in Portland, Maine. And I hadn't even been thinking about it. And at first I was kind of pushing back, like, when will I have time to do this? You know, I'm already under contract for these other books. And she, like she always does, Paula planted the seed. And 2 days later, all these ideas started coming to me. So I couldn't keep up fast enough.
Now, this is the first in a series. Do you know how many books are going to be in this series, or do you plan on that, or? Well,
when we signed, it was for 4 books. You'd always hope that, you know, Netflix will come calling, or Amazon, or, right, I'll have that Craig Johnson problem, right? But yeah, who knows? I mean, 4 to start with. And so when I insert things that I want to be like a character arc, I sort of plan on that number of books. And then where it goes from there is really going to depend on the readership, how popular the series is.
Why do you think people love this genre of books so much?
I think people just love mysteries. I think it's a way to be entertained, but it also engages the reader, or in the case of television, the audience itself. It feels like it pulls you into the story. You're invested because you want to know what happened. You want to know who's lying about what, and all the secrets, you know, that these small towns will hide. I think we all like that. You know, we can't get enough of it. You know, between what I have to read, what I want to read, and the television series that we watch, we're addicted. British stuff, everything, you know. The darker, the better, I think. So.
Yeah. Hey, when is this book going to be released, and how's the response been so far?
It's selling really well. I've got a lot of positive feedback. You know, you expect to get it from your friends and family, but, you know, people I don't even know have been writing these wonderful reviews. I got a fantastic blurb from a bunch of different people. Tracy Clark, Craig Johnson, who writes the Longmire series. And they're selling already. The book actually officially doesn't drop until tomorrow, and then we're doing that launch party in Westbrook on this Thursday. So it's nice to see books already flying off the shelves. That makes me happy.
That's a good sign for sure. What excites you so much about this particular book or story or characters?
I think this time around, because last time I did the Detective Byron mysteries, I was really sort of stuck in Portland. And I never saw that as a bad thing. I mean, you know, I worked there doing that job for almost 30 years, but suddenly I realized I'd created my own Cabot Cove problem, where every murder had to happen in Portland. And this time around, I said I was going to solve my Paul Doran problem. Paul was smart enough to have Mike Bowditch be a game warden so he could go anywhere in the state, and I missed that one. So this time around, I said I'm going to have a Maine State Police detective, and then I get to explore all the small towns in Maine up north. So.
Yeah, let's talk about that, how your work for, what, 30 years?
Almost 30 years, 28.
In law enforcement has helped you write these kind of books.
It really has. You experience so much, good and bad, you know, and obviously with homicide and death investigations, there's a lot of bad. But it's, you learn a lot. You know about your own feelings about things. You know about procedure for things, the interaction, the way we blow off steam with each other to try to make it through. And what it's like for the family members and the witnesses and all of that stuff. So for me, it's really a way of pulling some of that emotion back and inserting it into my stories to make the reader feel the same thing that detectives feel in real life. I think that's really what I was trying to accomplish. And it feels, like I say, based on the feedback, that's still working. So.
Wow. And where can people find the book?
At your favorite local bookstore, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, really anywhere. I'm also excited that these are going to be all recorded in audiobook format. And I love the audio reader that we have, so
Nice.
check those out if you're into that.
Yeah, and by the way, the event coming up in Westbrook, where exactly is that at and what
It's
time?
going to be at Mass Landing Brewing in Westbrook on Main Street, just before you head out of town, and it'll be between 6 and 8 at night. So stop by, have a beer or a glass of wine, and get a book, and I'll autograph it for you.
And that's Thursday, right?
Thursday. This
Thursday.
All
Thursday.
right,
yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank
we
you for
appreciate
having me.
it.